What is going on, everybody? Circle of Light back with you. Very excited. We're getting a little bit of a late start here, but we are jumping into Farming Simulator 22 at long last. I have just started a new game, and we have jumped into the very first map, which is Elm Creek. Created my character, and now we are just standing right here where it spawned us in. So I have done absolutely nothing without you guys. Alright, so and the mode I'm playing on is we're starting from scratch. Well, not completely. We have our funds, we do not own any property or equipment, so we need to figure out where we're going to set up first. This is a big map. I don't remember any maps in at least the default Farming Simulator 19 being nearly this size, maybe half. That would have been one map, maybe a little bit more spread out. This is enormous. Got the interstate running through here. Alright, I did play just a little bit this morning. Unfortunately, I had physical therapy for my back, so I couldn't jump into a stream. I was just checking a few things out. I started out down here, and I did like the layout, except there was really hardly any room in the farmstead here to put down our own buildings and structures. And so I was a little bit disappointed. So I think we're going to go with our, sorry, stopped by Wendy's and got my Dr. Pepper, but it's all leaking all over me. The other place that I liked was down here. So because we didn't start with any buildings, it's showing these two large structures are not there. This is all just empty lot. So if we start here, we're going to have 4 very small fields, probably half an acre or so. So let's go ahead and buy that, and then we will work our way this way into these much nicer fields, and eventually we'll get this big one here in number 58. Alright, so now give me 1 second. I'm dying of thirst. Alright, number 1, let's go ahead and get our harvester. That way, make sure we have enough money. Go ahead and buy the most expensive stuff right away. Very small fields, so we're just going to start off with a smaller one. The deuce looks pretty good. 8,500 capacity. Very box-like. Linear. That's alright, we'll go ahead and do that. Standard wheels, wide tires, we'll just do standard. New license plate. Type 2, type 1, 2 types. Okay, so one's numbers and letters, the other one's just letters, or whatever we want. So let's put our name in here, circle. Do harvester 1. Placement. Front and back. Back only. No plate. We'll do back only. We'll keep her dark blue. Alright, we'll go ahead and buy her. No leasing that. All right. Next, let's look through our farm tools to see what horsepower we're going to need for our equipment. Cultivators usually require quite a bit, a little less than a plow. 3-meter horse. Amazon 4 meters. Limke 5 meters. May do a 5 for 24,000. Need 180 horsepower tractor, so we'll go ahead and buy that. 180 horse, probably going to need a medium. Otherwise, we're going to be buying a really high dollar small tractor. The class goes up to 205. Stayer, John Deere. It's the Massey, 145. 145, 142, 150, 136. All right, 120 for that. Let's just see what the mediums are going to run us. 120. Same thing, we get up to 200. I do like... My preferred tractors of choice is Massey Ferguson and Fence. I love Fence. John Deere's typically just seem to be... I mean, I understand, you know, American tractor, but... in the real world, to me, they just seem to be way overpriced. I don't like paying so much extra for the name. They're great tractors, don't get me wrong. It's just green paint doesn't cost that much. All right, so 120 or 220 for the Massey Ferguson 7710S, 3670 and 6700S. Let's see, 147. I like the look of that. I do. I'm not gonna lie. So Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas. That's new. Continental. Nothing special. BKT. Yep. Never even heard of these. Is that Redstein? Redstein? Nokian, of course. Street tires. We'll just go ahead and stick with the Trelleborg. I do like those. Standard wheel weights, wide tires, wide in weight, wide two in weight. Rear twin. Dual twin and narrow. Alright, let's go ahead and do the standard front loader attachment right out the gate. We're not going to need it right away, but I'll go ahead and equip one of them. Engine's already set up. License. And this is our medium tractor. It's our first medium. So do it like that. Do back only, blue. Okay, and buy. Alright, so we got 200 horse. And let's see, what else are we going to need? Let's check our seaters. $300 horse. Oh my goodness. 210. Should have went with that other. No, we don't need 6 meter right away. What I'm gonna do actually is probably buy one large tractor also, and we'll worry about that after we get the other equipment. So let's see: mulchers, plows, disc harrows, subsoilers, spaders, planters, rollers, sprayers. Of course, we're gonna need some fertilizer. So that's all we got. Sold. Grass care, da 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 da. Not going to be doing any baling right away. We'll buy the front loader attachment later. I just wanted to go ahead and get it set up for it. Probably going to need a weight. $750. Go ahead and buy a 750 weight. What was the one of the new features was stones, right? And having to clear the stones out from the field after you plow it up or cultivate it. Stone picker. Now, is this going to increase the yield? Just curious if it increases the yield or if it lowers wear and tear, maybe on some of your equipment. I know sometimes hitting big rocks can cause chips and dings and broken teeth and all kinds of fun stuff. So there's a 2 meter, 2.4 meter, 5.5. Yeah, we're gonna do that. 120 horsepower to operate it. Looks good to me. Stick with the Trelleborg. All right, let's go ahead and go back to tractors. Check our large. Now they're not going to have any Massey Fergusons for the large tractors. Nope. All right, so Fendt here goes up to 415. Class to 445. Starting price is 1,000 less. So, $388. I tell you what, we might actually be starting out with a one John Deere on the farm. So let's go ahead and pop it up. 388 is going to run us 289,000. Look, we're going to need about 300, so 350. 352 horsepower for 271,000. Or we can save 18,000. All right, we're gonna go with Michelin tires. Wheel setup for our cedar. Weights, wide tires. Don't think it's gonna be necessary. We don't need twins. So we will do wheel weights. US design. What did that change? Slightly different fenders. And our blinker arms. Ooh, I wonder if do those retract? Or are they just always out like that? Alright, our attachment, 3-point front loader, 3-point license plate. Let's go ahead and change that. CIRCLE. So our large tractor 1. Back only. We'll buy that. And go back to the Cedars. 6-meter spread, 300 horse. Or a trailer. 6-meter, 1,500, 4,000. How big are you? All right, we're going to go ahead and go with this one here. License plate. Well, I wish it would save it for you, so you didn't have to sit here and type it in every time, in case you wanted to use basically the same one. Cedar 1. Why would you put a plate on the front? Okay. Anyways, I'll go ahead and buy that. And standard front weight. How much weight is that adding? Not much. This is like 100 pounds, 200 pounds. We'll go ahead and, I don't know if it's in there, so that must mean might have a little bit of difficulty, so let's go ahead and buy it. Just in case. So we're still going to need a trailer and a header. We'll just go ahead and start out with the matching one now. All right. So for 2 days, I'm going to be playing this game with a mouse and my Razer gamepad, and supposedly, hopefully, if we're lucky, Wednesday, Amazon's going to show up with my new simulator wheel stand, which I'm already using one now for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's got my yoke and all my panels and stuff attached to it, but I needed another one for the Logitech heavy machinery bundle that I have. So we'll be hooking all that up on its own independent stand, and then that way I can, you know, depending which game I'm gonna play, I just thought maybe this would be the best way to do it, instead of just constantly fumbling around with so many peripherals at my desk. So I'll have one specifically dedicated to Microsoft Flight Simulator and another one specifically dedicated to Farming Simulator. And the way I have it is all the USBs for all the peripherals plug into a 8-way switch. The one switch goes into my computer and operates everything. So it's as simple as unplugging one little switch, sliding it out of the way, bringing in the other stand, plug in one switch. that should work out very nicely for us. Alright, we are a long way from our farm. Oh, not too bad. There's nothing that I could carry with us with me now. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Let me look at the map real quick. I'm sorry. I want to know what's growing. And if anything is ready to be harvested. These two almost. This one's going. This one's ready. And what is that growing? Looks like oats. And then it's either potatoes or sorghum. So hopefully we'll be able to get some crops right away. It's always nice when you buy a new field and you can make money with it immediately just by harvesting what's already growing. I do wish we'd have had a little bit more customization options. But then again, of course, this isn't a top of the line harvester. Well, this is just going to get us by for a while. Plenty good enough for our smaller fields. So some of you know I have been streaming on two platforms. I've been streaming on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, but I recently really decided to probably start just focusing on YouTube so I can make extra content, not just streams, live streams like we're doing right now, but tutorials, gaming videos, gaming reviews, guides, all that kind of different stuff, and some off-topic. Maybe some videos not necessarily associated with gaming, and hope we're not going to be too tall to go under this bridge. Shouldn't be, should we? Alright, we're almost there. Now, one thing I will say, just, you know, from looking around, maybe it's just my graphic settings, but things are a little bit more, well, graphic-wise, hasn't changed a whole lot, but the scenery is a little more realistic. Whereas in, you know, some of the other farming simulator games, and like 1917, the placement of objects just totally, just to me, didn't look realistic at all. You know, you'd have a house and a car, and just things would just be placed like randomly, and no good transitions between stuff. It was just kind of ugly, in my opinion. And this is actually looking a little bit more real world like, in my opinion. These power line poles are nice addition. All right. Yeah, we still got a long ways. Yes, I drive the way I wish a lot of farmers would drive. You know, if you're not going very far and there's only one or two cars behind you, it's no big deal. But if you get a line, you know, I hate it when the tractor has full opportunity, plenty of room to move off to the side and let traffic go by. When they got, you know, 10, 15 cars backed up behind them. Just courteous. Especially if there's double yellow lines and nobody can pass. Now we're going to switch to inside view. This is how I will be driving 99% of the time once I have my Logitechs hooked back up. Just because, I don't know about y'all, I can't drive with a wheel very well in third person. I can in like racing games. That's a little different because you're just, you know, going really fast, staying on one straight strip, or, you know, one road. You're not maneuvering around obstacles and things like that, so. I am a shit driver in third person with a wheel. Trying to back up and maneuver, and I can't do it. Maybe I just need more practice. Alright, we are here. This is our land. That's nice. This road just goes straight into our property. And like I was saying earlier, where the map showing these two large buildings we're at, they're gone. So we have all this room to strategize how we want to set up our lot. And while we're waiting, oh, hold on. Let me turn down the speed. Rain coming in. Or is it going out? No, coming in. Can't remember if those symbols go left to right or right to left. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and plow this real quick. Oops. Plow. Harvest, I meant. Alright, probably gonna take out this sign. Nope. Got some weeds, but whoever owned this property before us kindly did some spraying. Alright, it is oats. missed a spot. Fence is gonna block us. Yep. So close. Alright, one more strip. Not a whole lot of crop. Looks like we're gonna go about 1350, maybe 1400. Yeah, 1350. I didn't even register. 2 extra liters. And then we will park it and wait on our other fields to ready. All right. So where are we gonna park this big beast? I wonder if those silos do anything. If they, like add to... And we cannot drive behind there. Alright. I think... Saw a pretty good spot over here. Yeah, I can't use a mirror. Alright, that looks good. One second. Just checking out this building. So that's why this one didn't disappear. It's because it's actually not functional. The other two that were here were probably for this farm. Do we get a house? Do you open? Nothing? Anybody home? $1,000. Alright, so apparently this house doesn't count. That's a house for us. So that means we probably don't need them. We can probably fast forward time without sleeping now, I assume. Spot for one tractor there, maybe. Alright. Moving on. Let's go ahead and pick up this weight. Fold it up. And away we go. That's nice, 32-mile-an-hour top speed on this one. One second. On the road again. Definitely loving the map. Can't wait to actually get in and test the new helpers for the AI. Been watching a few people's streams. And apparently it's still a work in progress, but helpers are much better. When I was watching a couple people using the helpers where I thought, you know, in Farming Simulator 19, those helpers definitely would have been hung up in some trees and doing what typical workers or helpers do. But the AI seemed a lot smarter and was actually able to maneuver correctly to avoid the trees. which made me very excited. That's one of the worst things about the other farming simulators if you're using helpers, is you spend so much time babysitting. I mean, you might as well do the job yourself anyway. Ugh. Especially in those fields that had really bad environmental placement. There'd be just trees lined completely, you know, around. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and test a helper here, so. Because there's a sign and a tree up there in the corner, but I'm not dragging something, so it's a lot easier. Alright, let's go ahead and lower it down. Now that dirt animation looks a lot better than it used to. It's really like bouncing it up. That looks cool. Alright. Oh, you're backing up. I totally expect him to just do a wide loop. Oh, I definitely need plow and lime. Alright, so the swath chippings or whatever, I was wondering if, because there used to be a mod in Farming Simulator 17 and 19, probably the ones before that, I don't know, that if you cultivated or plowed after harvesting, as long as you didn't make the swaths and then bale up the product, if you just left it all out on the field, it would actually count as like a stage of fertilizing. But it doesn't look like it's doing that this time. That was one of the things I was kind of hoping would be in the game. But that's alright. The fertilizer we have shouldn't have any problems, but one strip right driving down the middle should fertilize this whole space. So we'll be going through almost no fertilizer. Very little waste. Alright, let's go grab our next tractor. This was the seeder. Let's go ahead and get some seed. Big bags. It's 1,000. 1,000. Oh, this one's $100 less. So we'll go ahead and buy one bag because it's not going to fit two. Yeah, the front's not making too much contact. Really dragging. Alright. It's a good thing we bought that weight, because that is helping a little bit. Go ahead and open the cedar. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, let's go ahead and lift them. Fold it up. Well, the drive's a little better when it's not unfolded. Alright, we got 1,000 seed. Taking up both lanes. That's how the farmer do. Alright. .32 top speed on this one also. 33 downhill. Let's check out the cruise control. Is our helper still going? I didn't see a pop-up that he finished. Going crazy. All right. Oh, we're starting out in August. What a hell of a time to start. Season's just about over. I think like the only things we can plant are grass, canola. I think you can plant canola in the fall, I think. A lot of the cereals you can't, but I'm pretty sure you can canola. We'll find out. Yep, looks like he's done. So we will go ahead and set this one up to start seeding. All right, we're on wheat, barley, will let us start. Alright, can't do that. Can't do barley. Can't do oats. We can do canola. Can't do soybeans. Can't do sorghum. Alright, let's do some canola. Start that helper. There are some rocks. Can you pick them up by hand? No. That wouldn't have made any sense. Of course, you can't pick them up, but who would want to? All right, 2 tractors. We're gonna need a. We're gonna get a 3rd tractor. Set it up for narrow wheels. Oh, it has to be unfolded first. Okay. Sorry about that. It's hitting the wrong button. Alright, so put our store back up. Go ahead and get our next tractor, the Massey Ferguson. That was the one we had up to 200 horse. We'll go ahead and grab another one of those. Trelleborg tires. Narrow. Maximum engine power. Back only. Buy. Yes. And make sure we have some fertilizer. 1820, 1920. This one held how much? Let's buy 2. So it'll probably fit 3, but I don't want to completely fill it up. Yeah, that's good. Looks like we're gonna need a little bit of a wait. Another 750. Should be pretty good. Where'd it go? All right. Hire worker. Okay, so you can't get them to drive just where you want. All they do is field work. I was hoping they would actually, you know, you could set them to where they drive down roads. I don't know if any of y'all used Courseplay with the previous farming simulators, but that program was just so amazing. Just a fantastic game, being able to set up your own courses. And you really needed it because helpers in that game were just almost utterly useless. Is that some pigs? Found some piggies. Thought it was just gonna be trash. Well, that's nice because remember Farming Simulator 17 had gold nuggets you would actually find around the map, and you found all of them. You didn't get any money as you found them, but if you found every one, you got $1 million. And that was quite a feat. That took quite a while getting all of them. I'm sure there are probably guides online showing you like the exact location of every one, so you could probably do a speed run. But Farming Simulator 19 didn't have anything like that. I was kind of disappointed. Now we got pigs and looks like little toys. We'll save that for another day. We'll go looking for all those little scavenger hunt items. There's probably more. If there's pigs, maybe there's cows and chickens and horses and different kinds of tractors. Really liking it so far. Especially the map. Whoa, dude. Crazy. You had a stop sign there, you know. Alright, let's go ahead and set up for fertilizing here. One strip should be enough. Right down the middle. And then some. Because we got 42 meters spread. Alright. And this was the smallest. Fantastic. Alright, let's go move this one out of the way. Gold folder up. And we'll park all our equipment out of the way so we can actually start putting in our sheds and silo and all that good stuff. Okay, do you have to be folded to be put down? Yes, you do. Alright, come back up. Alright, we're just gonna lower it down. Should have got a weeder. Well, it's too late for that. Need a sprayer. We'll worry about that later after we get a little bit of money. Start upgrading. Go ahead and park you over in the grass. Alrighty. Did I try to open you yet? Okay. Alright. So how long has this stream been? Live. 1 hour. Good timing. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and shut down this stream. And we will start anew pretty much planning our new farmstead. All right, appreciate everybody stopping by. If you want to stick around, just give me probably just going to take a little break, maybe about an hour, and we will be hopping back on to finish and set up our farmstead area before we speed up time and harvest the rest of these crops. Really appreciate you guys for watching. If you don't mind, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, easiest way to help support my channel. And yeah, we're not trying to be big or famous or anything like that, but you know, I just love playing games, love entertaining people, possibly teaching them new things just along the way, just even accidentally, just doing something that you might not know how to do, and you're like, oh, I get it now, I see. But you know, as far as this game, specifically Farming Simulator 22, I don't know anything about the new content, so I will be learning with you all. The only thing I do know is what's come over from Farming Simulator 19 and 17. Alright, so we're going to leave it there. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. If you can't come back, if you can, see you soon.